Get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Raheem Blackshear now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Young working from the gun. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Hubbard hauls it in. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Young on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
They send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Young escapes the pocket. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap now to Young. Now it'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll send their tight end right. Counter play, Hubbard. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, If you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. Third down coming. Out of the gun, Young. Cut near the goal line. And this one doesn't go far.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Staring at fourth down now, the Panthers electing to go with Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Marr connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Higgins makes the catch. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Burrow from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, look at this, here he goes. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Second and goal, back to all the way up to the 14 here. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Burrow out of the shotgun. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 20-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Valus Jones now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Young. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Young on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. And just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. This is reeled in by Leggett. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They bring a tight end in motion right. Young to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Panthers would take the lead with a score. Now it's Young. Gets this to Sanders. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. He finds Sanders. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down from the red zone. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Young working from the gun. The throw is caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing from the gun here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Burrow to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw again, it's Burrow. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he'd love to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a fourth down instead.
Throwing it just before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So we've arrived at halftime, and the Panthers, impressive so far. They've got a lead so far on the road. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Reports. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First down, Burrow to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Burrow from the gun. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Dumps it off to his running back. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Burrow out of the shotgun. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Shaq Thompson. And the Panthers see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young finds Sanders. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Hubbard on the give. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play action now, Young. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals tie things 10-10. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Young back to it after the pick. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
3rd and long, Young. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
So on 4th down now, the Panthers calling an all-pro several times over. It's Johnny Hecker for the punt. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle.
Brings up second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing is Burrow. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow back to throw. That's Gesicki, he's got it! And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Defense showing blitz, Burrow. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Burrow setting up the play action. He beams one deep right side. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Carolina offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Second and 6 coming up here. Young on the play action. Hubbard hauls it in. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw. He finds Sanders. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They send the tight end in motion left. Out of the shotgun and give to Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Young working from the gun. That's complete till he gets. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Steps up and he's running with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Panthers down by only 3. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 31. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Connects with Hubbard. He's got it in the red zone. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
He'll look to throw it. Complete to Tremble. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here he is to throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Brown on the inside give. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And that, folks, is your game winner.
That kick was a heck of a distance, but with the adrenaline that you know he had flowing through him in that moment, it helped give him all the drive he needed to send the game winner through.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. One final shot here. Gets this to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.